Hello! So today I'm going to be doing a quick little tutorial about how to make a little animated stinger like this one. One that just transitioned between the scene here. That is my sliding door stinger. Made it myself for streaming on Twitch. Now the key to a good transition stinger is that your very middle part is entirely covering the screen that you want to transition to and from, so that when the scene underneath changes for even just one frame, your audience doesn't see the actual glitch swap. But that's neither here nor there. This isn't a video trying to describe the best way to visually design a stinger. This is how to make a transparent video so that you can use your stingers. So, the program today I'm going to be using is called VSDC Video Editor. It is a free download, a little tricky to use, but hopefully by the end of this it'll be kind of clear. So what I'm doing here is I'm prepping my stinger. So the animation I made, the elevator doors opening and closing, and how you prep it for transparency is a green screen. Now, you can't chroma key a stinger in your streaming programs. However, you do need to chroma key it to make it transparent in VSDC. So, what you do, get your animation set up, all your frames. However you decide to animate it is fine. I use Clip Studio Paint. But for this trick to work, you need all your frames to have the green screen background. And you need to have your video exported as a plain video. MP4 is preferable. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open a fresh file. Although what I will do is I will show you here the outcome, and then I'll show you how we get to it. So, here we can see I've got my video imported, and I've got background remover set up on it, which is the chroma key. Oh, sorry. There you go. Play. And it's not perfect. It does need adjustment. However, if this is good enough for you, oh, there you go. This is good enough for you. You can just export it as is, and you will have a transparent video. Now, if you want to get real precise, you can go into settings and add additional colors to get rid of, so different shades of green if you really want it to be crisp. So what we're going to do, exit out of here. We're going to open a fresh VSDC video editor file just so that you can see the steps it takes to get there. Blank project. Project stinger. Time. Baby. Here it doesn't really matter too much what device it's for, but say YouTube. Frame rate. Have that be comparatively similar to your animation frame rate. Really, you can just kind of background, automatic color, more colors. We want it to be either green so we can chroma it, or opacity 0 so it's transparent. So there we go. Background color is green, just in case, and transparent level 0 so that it's invisible. So now we got our invisible video. Now we want to go to editor. We were already there, but click it and you can see your timelines. You have no objects. We want to add an object, and our object is our video file. So just gonna click, 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 and there's my green screen green screen animation from start of scene. Okay. Now if we press play, got our animation exported in. What we want to do, we want to reverse click Video Effects, Transparency. Now make transparent custom transparency. Those are red herrings. Those don't do anything. We want background remover. Whole parent duration. Okay. Now here we've got background remover settings, and what we can do, chroma key color, we're going to color this bad boy, and boof, it disappears. And let's play. Oh, that's looking real good, but I see some extra green in there that I don't like. So what we're going to do, add an additional color. Going to get the eyedropper. We're going to eyedrop that little bit of green that's left in there. And poof, it disappears. And so if we go back to the beginning, press play. Washa! Transparency. Hell yeah. Now we can go to Export Project. Here is where things can get a little bit tricky, because VSGC Video Editor sometimes just doesn't like to export things. However, this is the only real free program I've ever found that allows like transparent export. So here's what the video would look like. Got all this, full HD, stereo. And what we want to do, we want to export it as a GIF, because GIFs support transparency. So, now the Stinger won't have any audio. I know some Stingers do, but I do not know how to add audio to a GIF. And for this project, we need it to be a GIF. So what we do is when we go to Exporter, we want to go and to GIF. Here we can name our file. Slippity Doodah. Let's test it. Frame rate looks okay. Large size GIF. Make it the biggest size you can so that you have the least pixelization for your output. And then we can click Export. You can just ignore this because we're using the free version. Now what we can do is check our video file. Here we go. We got a repeating GIF. Now there's still a little bit of green there, but usually when you're in the heat of a stream, it isn't really noticeable from one scene to the next. But if you want to really get it precise, you could pause frame by frame when you're doing the chroma keying step and just add more and more of the little green bits. Now, because of this particular shade of yellow, even though it's not a green gold, it's an orange gold, it still sometimes gets counted as green. So sometimes, like, you'll come across a problem where you make everything transparent if you have the wrong shade of green. It's just trial and error. So now, got a transparent GIF. What we're going to do is we will add it as a Stinger transition. And usually, it really depends on what program you're using for streaming. I need to make the transition from Streamlabs to regular OBS, but I have not. I still need some time to set it up. But how I do it on Streamlabs is you can go to Edit Scene Transitions, add a new one, add a Stinger, and from here you can upload your GIF. And my GIF is in my desktop. Slippity-doo-dah. 7-foot frame rats along his back when he calls your name. And here you can actually do custom, like let's say I want to do my first stinger on all of them except between just chatting and starting soon, I want my new transition. We can go to just chatting. Go to starting soon. Now you do need a little bit of like tweaking in program so that it doesn't, like here it changes in the middle when the doors are closed, but from here to here, the scene changes so immediate. Like you gotta do tweaking. However, you've got our new transition in there and it's transparent. There we go. I hope that helped. And it's a free program to download. You don't need to download the premium version. It's VSDC, free video editor. And the icon looks like a little blue, like looks like this, little teal arrow. And it's good for transparent video and it's good for regular video editing as well. It's very powerful and very good.